Hello people, vinyl community. I'm going to use that term because, and let me turn this music down, because I am wearing my official vinyl community t-shirt, which was made by Jeff McLennan up in Canada several years ago. The vinyl community, are you in it? Jeff is a visual artist as well as record collector. I actually used some of his art on one of my albums, Murphy, the back cover. Want to come at you because I am getting a little behind in music that's been sent to me to review, because I just got another shipment from a label. I wasn't expecting I like this, you know, and mainly I think what's happening is people are recognizing that my reviews are helpful. People do actually buy records and music based on things I say here. And thankfully people let me know it's not about you agreeing with me, it's about you finding what you're looking for. I know what I like, but I still have more public eyesore to do, and I will. But I want to jump to this album sent to me by the Schamoni Music Company. Looks like it's out of Germany. They sent me 5 releases, new stuff, so I can tell you about something new. And I'm jumping ahead to this one because I like it so much that it's playing on my computer in the background. And it's like, since I got it, I've played it like kind of on repeat. The artist's name is Leroy or Leroy. This is a new album called Bambadea. It turns out that Leroy is a German producer whose name is Leo Hopfinger. I had never heard of his work before. On Discogs, this is listed as kind of down-tempo, trip-hoppy. That doesn't quite do it. I really like this album, number one. It's primarily instrumental, although there are vocals, but the vocals are used like another instrument, another voice. I'm hard-pressed to find a comparison because because of my age, my comparisons go way back, and the references for this are probably more recent. But he uses he plays real instruments. There's a looping, sort of slow developing sort of character to the songs where he establishes a groove or a pattern, and then things happen audio-wise, up and down. Trance-like. To get familiar with this, I looked him up online and read a review on Forced Exposure, which I see what they're saying. They say there's a dark and light to it, you know, kind of I can't remember the words right away. I just know, like, for example, the title track of this, Bambadea, I love it. I just love it. I've played it on repeat probably 15 times since I got this in the mail. I love it when music hits the spot. Sonically, maybe there's some... Man, I don't want to misspeak. I just think this is really good, and I'm really pleased that I've been getting good music. Been getting a lot of good music from people. Thank you all so much. Let me see if I can piggyback and do a public eyesore right quick. If I can do, yes, I'll do this one, okay? OU Scrambled on the Public Eyesore label. This is also a co-release by Amy Denio's Spoot label. Amy Denio is a multi-instrumentalist who I've been familiar with for decades, working in the field of avant-garde. I've listened to this a few times, but there's still more to absorb. This is very thick. It's partially sung in French. This music is everything from like chamber rock to lounge music to it's almost sounding like almost like Henry Cowell or the Honeymoon Killers. Some really deep composition going on here. Now, I did listen to this a couple times now, but at the same time, there's a lot of words. A fair amount of this is in French. I have not taken the time to try and understand what's being talked about here. But musically, this is wonderful. Great cover for it, too. Like I said, as much modern chamber music as it is rock-based. People who, again, the Rock in Opposition family comes to mind. Not as dark, that's why I said Honeymoon Killers. Not as dark as something like Universe Zero, but really good. And let me look closely here. Trumpet, flugelhorn, ukulele, alto sax, clarinet. Yeah, there's a lot of horn work on here. This is really, really good. It's the sort of thing that is not an easy listen, in that there's a lot going on. The person who wrote this music, or the people who wrote it, I think Amy Denio wrote some of this. They know what they're doing, and it's like reading a good book. You know, it's like you really got to settle in. Okay, so those are my two reviews. I always read the comments. I don't respond to all the comments, but someone asked me, what do I think of Todd Rundgren, and I can answer that right quick by grabbing, let's see, what can I grab here? I will grab this much. I love and respect Todd Rundgren. I collected him for a while. He's got a lot more than this. A friend of mine who I used to live with and be in a band in Dean of Norman and the Rockwells is a Todd Rundgren freak. He's seen Todd Rundgren over 100 times in concert, has traveled the entire country to see him in concert, has been out to Hawaii to his place for that private thing there. Todd Rundgren was an early inspiration to me. I remember him from the very beginning with Naz and Open My Eyes. I stay up with him. I stay abreast of what he's doing. I hear his new album. I like it. Now, I'll say this much about Todd. Todd is the sort of person who has his own sound. He has a way of doing things. And so, even though he's collaborating on this new album with some younger people, the old Todd sound is all there. He's always been socially aware, which has always inspired me. Love this album. All of these albums. Here's a bootleg I have of his. So yeah, this is a great album. Healing. So I love Todd Rundgren, and he's also an inspiration in that he early on recognized the music business game, and there were parts of it that he wouldn't play. He's when he was young, he was a real cute kid. And so I know that he had to deal with that aspect of the music business where he's there to make money, and there's people in the business trying to literally get a piece of his ass, and he didn't play. I respect Todd Rundgren for that, and that's really the only reason why he's not more huge, because he would not allow to be himself to be manipulated and messed with. This is a very common story in industry, entertainment, music, TV, film. Anyone that's had any experience with it will tell you that it's the truth. It's a big part of it. I'm always speaking out about the truth behind the illusion that we're always putting up on TV and in social media. You know, we're a mess, people, and it's just really kind of sad that we are still stuck on trying to make sure the picture looks right rather than getting the picture right. Those are my reviews, and I'll leave some links for Schamoni Music and Public Eyesore.